And then one of the leaders stood up and said, well, no, this is about an equitable distribution of the resources. And then I pointed out, oh, well, the private oil companies get about 85% or more of the oil wealth, and then you have maybe 12%, which gets distributed among the Kurds, the Shiites, and the Sunnis, 4% each. Well, the wealth is extracted out of the country. And one leader denied it, but another leader got up and said, well, Dennis is right. This does privatize the oil. And the next day he told me on the floor of the House it was going to be taken out of the budget. It was going to be taken out of the bill. Well, wait, time out. Hold on. That's not the end of the story. Go to last Wednesday. We passed the conference report on the supplemental. That same provision was in the bill. It was not taken out. And when I pointed it out to the Democrats on the floor of the House that night, including people who were chief deputy whips for the party, who were managing support for the bill, they didn't even know it. We have just passed a bill in the name of our party that requires the Iraqi people to privatize their oil, or unless the president doesn't certify they're making progress towards the passing of what they call a Hydrocarbon Act, the U.S. can begin a timetable for pulling our troops and without any backup for the Iraqi people. See, this is the kind of thing that when President Bush is going to veto the bill, it's going to come back to the House. What I'm working on right now is to do everything I can to have our party reclaim the moral high ground, that we cannot be in a position of delivering to the Bush administration and the oil companies the ill-gotten gains of the illegal invasion of Iraq. This presidency is going to be about reestablishing American honor, reestablishing American righteousness, reestablishing American dignity, reestablishing America's role in the world as a nation among nations, reestablishing America's independence from the power of the oil companies, reestablishing America's love, reestablishing America's hope, reestablishing our Constitution. If you want a government that can do that, I'm ready today to be the president of that government. Responded to Lincoln's prayer of a government of the people, by the people, and for the people. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Once again, thank you for coming out tonight. My name is Kyle Cochran. I'm the president of the Buncombe County Young Democrats. Once again, we'd like to thank Congressman Kucinich for coming tonight. He has graciously agreed to take part in the Q&A session with the audience. We've got a limited amount of time. We've got a couple of mics up on the floor. If you guys just want to make a line up to them, we will get to as many questions as possible.
And where's Mike?
There's one.
Does this work? It's great to be here. And by the way, I know some people may have to go. The website is Kucinich.us. And if you can, tonight, sign up. The way that we're going to win this election is to organize at a door-to-door level. You know, years ago, a poet wrote, "The revolution will not be televised. It effort to canvass North Carolina, to sweep this state and to sweep the nation. Your question.
Thank you very much, Dr. Dreyer. Thank you very much. Excellent, very well done. I have two questions. The first is, you said that the moral high ground, and you're an example of that, which is excellent. And you're one of the few congressmen who voted against the habeas corpus and against torture. And I don't understand how you can ask the other Democrats to hold the high ground when they've essentially done away with too many things which are going on. And I'm surprised that you're not making a much greater point to that for everyone. The other question I had, I'm not sure how many people here would understand, but in Ohio, what happened in Cleary County, your role, I can say, the horrible offensive acts of Blackwell, of many other, but I'm sure you're familiar with Washington and Lucas, what they've done. I'm surprised that you didn't make more of an effort. You didn't publicize this much more about the violation of the state of Ohio in the 2004 elections.
Well, actually, my response to what happened in Ohio in 2004 was, unlike many members of Congress, I voted against the certification of the election in the Electoral College specifically because of the corruption that occurred in the state of Ohio. Number one. Number two, in response to what happened, I have said that we have to have paper ballots in all federal elections, so we have a paper ballot. Number three, we're going to hold congressional hearings for the first time where we, myself and another committee chairman, are going to bring in people to have them explain what's going on with their state. Number four, we have to make sure that America's confidence in the electoral system is reclaimed, because many people feel their vote is neither counted nor counted. And that what we have to do is to create, for this 2008 election, the involvement of many of you as well, who will need to be there as monitors in the election to make sure that the conduct of the election is correct. But also, we need to vote in such numbers that the results of the election are unambiguous, that there's a tidal wave of justice that moves over the political, that moves over our politics and washes away all of the corruption. I mean, that's the ultimate solution. But in the meantime, election integrity is an issue that's near and dear to my heart. I was there on election day as a challenger and looking at what was going on, and as a result, I voted in the Electoral College the way that I stated when it came up before the House. Now, the other issue that you raised is the issue that relates to the Torture Military Commission Act. I'll bring in the Patriot Act. I want all of you to know what the difference will be with the Kucinich presidency. I will ask the Justice Department in the first week in office to go to federal court to strike down the Patriot Act as the unconstitutional. To go to federal court to strike down the Military Commissions Act as being unconstitutional. All of our constitutional rights have been undermined by this administration, and the right of habeas corpus must be reinstated. People have to have due process in the criminal justice system. Because after all, those who led this country into a war based on lies should themselves be entitled to due process of law.